Hi, I'm Colonel James Harding, and wrong teleprompter. Switch the teleprompter. Next speech. Next speech. Hi, I'm Mike Slater. That was a great speech by Colonel Harding, wasn't it? One of our nation's absolute finest, and you can tell in his stature. He carries himself like a hero. It's a pleasure to shake his hand and be in his presence. I forgot to mention U.S. Air Force, 1956, and then till 1979, I believe, and now he still serves and works with the ROTC to train heroes to work like he did in the heat of battle. It's such an honor to be with him. Colonel James Harding. In a second. I got a drawing here, drawn by Miranda, 4th grade. Those in the front can see it. Green grass, blue sky, just like today. 2 service members on each side, and a hand's coming down from the top, painted red, white, and blue. Tell me that this won't make the day of a service member in Iraq. We have a special guest speaker, couldn't be here tonight, but he wanted to record something for everyone here. He works with Freedom Alliance. He wanted to thank you for everything that you've done, drawing the pictures, writing the letters with the care packages. Really regrets he couldn't be here, but he wanted to give his best. Got a brief message here from Colonel Oliver North.
Hey there, Slater Raiders. Thank you for being part of this great celebration of freedom and honoring our veterans. And I want to thank all of you who've done so much to help the Freedom Alliance Scholarship Fund, especially you, Mike Slater. You've been a great backer for this program, and it's doing a lot for the youngsters who've lost an American hero, their dad, and in some cases their mom, and might otherwise not get to go to college. Every day at Freedom Alliance, we honor and support soldiers, sailors, airmen, guardsmen, and Marines. And those of you who have donated items and those of you who are buying them and putting care packages together for our brave heroes serving in Iraq and Afghanistan and around the world in this global war on terrorism, it is a powerful message of support for them. No matter what the mainstream media says, no matter what politicians say, it means they know, you know, that those are American heroes serving on the front lines. Thousands of them that I've interviewed in war stories on Fox News Channel, and those that I've kept company with in the shadows of the Hindu Kush and on the banks of the Tigris and Euphrates and Djibouti and the Persian Gulf, all know what they're up against. And thanks to Mike Slater and good folks like Sean Hannity, that message gets out to the American people, even though the rest of the mainstream media doesn't want it. The fact is, you're helping these patriots, these heroes, and we salute all that you're doing and very much appreciate your generosity. Semper Fi.
Colonel Oliver North. Amen. Fantastic. Good News Monday is becoming one of my favorite features of the show. On Monday, we only talk good news. It's the best way to kick off the week. And on Good News Monday, we share a quote from one of our founding fathers to kick off the week. That quote is provided by Mr. Rick Revel, founder of Heritage Keepers of America. He goes to schools and different groups across the country teaching about our nation. As Colonel Harding said, we have to teach it. We have to teach our history. We have to take it upon ourselves. Rick Revel has done just that. Ladies and gentlemen, Mr. Rick Revel.
It's great to be here with you. Before I go into the character, I'd like to at least give you a preface of what I'm getting ready to do. Since 1999, I've been going to schools across the country, be at Harding University coming up at the American Studies Institute in June. I've had the opportunity to speak before thousands, to change the hearts and hopefully a few minds along the way of some of our children, our future leaders. Some of the things that I guess that spurred me to do this was my children coming home and looking into their books and helping them study and seeing the paraphrased history lesson and how they talked about George Washington and what little they had to say about Washington, what little they had to say about our founding fathers. And today in Hollywood it's perverted when they tell the story of our founding fathers. Revisionist histories, they're being rewritten right now. These historians, they would like to rewrite it to make all of our founding fathers to be heathen. When I go into character briefly, you will hear, hopefully, the voice of a man coming back from the grave. When I portray George Washington and David Crockett and all the different characters, I try to bring them back to life as if they were before you. Normally I have a lapel mic, so I'll be cumbered with this handheld mic. It will break a little bit of concentration. Honking horns in the background will. But I want you to experience, if George Washington came back today, what would he have to say about America? What would he have to say? I'm now going to turn my back briefly to you. When I turn back around, hopefully George